Volunteers do a lot of work for us. They give out linens. They hand out linens to our guests coming in. They hand out the meals. They serve the supper and breakfast. They help clean up any issues, like any body fluids and stuff, or any messes. And they also hand out donations. I think having client volunteers is important because they're able to be role models for the rest of our shelter and kind of build that community feel. No matter what position you are in life, you're always able to serve others and you're always able to heal from the trauma. And basically, they, are an essential, a very important part of the team, and they are able to show the other guests that they can excel and be part of a good community. Client volunteers, once they volunteer for us, it's very likely that they can ask me or any other staff member as a reference for work or getting a job. And usually I give them great references for work and employment. There's a huge stigma around homelessness. It comes with a whole stereotype almost of because a person is homeless, that means that they're somehow less capable. But actually it is very much the system that creates barriers for them. And of course, people have to be held accountable for their own mistakes, but there's always people trying to better themselves and improve their lives and improve their character and their success, material success. And I think a lot of our guests are, they have their back against the ropes, they're starting from scratch, but that makes them even more willing to reach higher places and try to excel and find stability again. I think the volunteer program truly assists with that because it allows our guests to be empowered and know that they're serving their community as well as being part of their community. That is so much more needed in our society today.
I am a volunteer at the emergency shelter. I'm actually the lead volunteer. This is the first time I'd ever been homeless, and so I really didn't know what to expect. Kind of thought it might be a grimy place where I had to worry about the stuff being stolen and stuff like that, and it turned out it wasn't that at all. Showed up one night, met some of the people, seemed like a very nice place for what it is, and I've been here since. I came here and within 2 or 3 days they asked me if I wanted to be a volunteer, and they didn't really give me much of a choice about that. In fact, it was, Chris, yeah, we got you an interview with Randy for volunteering, and I said, I didn't ask to be a volunteer. In fact, I don't know what volunteers do really. And so they kind of leaned on me to do that because they saw that I could be helpful in that facet. So I appreciate that from them. That job entails creating a schedule, managing the other volunteers, keeping track of all of our donations that are brought in, separating them, also dealing with discrepancies with meals, being in contact with Food Fight, and then pretty much just helping the other volunteers do their job. It makes me feel better about myself because I'm actually giving back to a place that gave to me when I was in need. I've made a lot of social connections with a lot of the staff, as well as some inroads into different employment and housing because of it. It's a mixture of the fact that people that I care about their opinion of me are depending on me in that facet, and also, I suppose, just, it's a routine, which is good in some cases for someone to get back into. Well, the entire staff, Randy, who was actually the head volunteer before me, and all the way up on to Ferris, who I consider both a friend and a coworker now. Just in general, helping people can, give you its own reward, and also feeling that I've accomplished something in the fact that I've made some small changes, but they're changes all the same. Obviously, the case management people are here to help people move in a transition from here to housing elsewhere, as well as to get them the services they need. And I've seen from a lot of different guests that have been helped by case management that they've gotten them into housing programs, assisted them with getting Medicare, their financial assistance if they're a veteran or if they're disabled in some way. They also seriously help them with the fact that a lot of the guys that come in here have some type of disability. So, you know, they're getting them cab rides to places, they're getting them to their medical appointments, and that's a really big help. The best part would be the fact that every now and then you do really get to help somebody out, and you see that appreciation on their face, and you actually, you know that you've done some good in that day.